How you doing today, guys? Got another episode of Final Fantasy here for you. Start things off. Let me claim those real quick. Got a new event coming up. It's Burning Passion. It's a release of Snow from the Final Fantasy 13 series. For those who don't know, he is Sarah's fiance, and Sarah is Lightning's younger sister. So, in due time, Sarah and Snow get married. Lightning and Snow become brother-sister-in-law. Moving on, the three characters that will be for this quest will be Snow, Penelo, and Furion. And as usual, you get cycle quest keys, so on and so forth. Second thing, which I'm sure a bunch of you have already seen, Shiva is now permanently available for you to grind your way up to level 20. Let's see what else we got. Oh, there's a new weekly draw. You can get Galif's Flame Tongue, the Corellia Dagger, or Yuna's Astral Rod. The first time you do a multi-draw, it's only 2,500. I will not be burning any more of my gems on these. I'm happy with where my Papa Limo's at and my Lightning. Unfortunately, I never did get Thancred's Yoshimitsu, or really any blade for that matter. I do have some draw tickets. I will use the draw tickets real quick just to see if I can't get lucky and pull Thancred's. If I pull one at Thancred's, I'm going to see if I can't go pull Scions. But, you know how it is with draw tickets. So, my hopes are not high. Oh, well, looky there. Speaking of Thancred's. Alright, it's not his 35 CP weapon. But hey, it's better than nothing. So we're going to see if we can't land Scion's weapon now. Because I still need one for him. I wish they kind of had like a use X amount of tickets type feature. Instead of having to do this one by one. Speaking of Virion, there's his 4-star armor for him. I mean, I've already got it, but hey. Five tickets left after this. Like I said, I'm not expecting anything. I'm just seeing if I can. I did get lucky with the Thancred though, so. That is an awesome pull, however, man, I'll definitely look at that later. Today's going to be a short video. There's not much going on. I have made some progression in the girl from Orba. as you can see, I've done all of them except for one silver plate, and I've also got all the boss plates as well. So I have been slowly working on that one whenever I get the time. Of course, World of Illusions right now, you still got the World of Illusion Treasure Hunt, Trials of Ifrit, and of course now Trials of Shiva as well. If you are new to this game or new to my channel, if you're done with the events, you've got everything caught up, you're done with the storyline, you have a decent enough team, burn out through those World of Illusions. Getting Ifrit and Shiva to level 20 is actually really worth it, especially if you do like a lot of solo stuff, and by that I mean like the Lost Chapters. I would suggest having a level 20 summon, level 20 high tier summon over using like Sylph or Chocobo. And also like these big events, the Catalyst and Rising, I would also suggest using Shiva or Ifrit or Ramu. You know, pick the one that's appropriate for the occasion, of course. Like if we go into here, Rising. Now, the two weaker enemies I don't really care about, but if you look at the Zoo, he's actually weak to fire. But if you look at the booster machine, he's weak to ice and lightning. So, honestly, in my opinion, just for this one, I would suggest either using Shiva or Ramu. The Zoos go down pretty easily. They don't do much damage, so they're not that big of a threat. The booster machines, you need to be able to kill them quickly before they do their wave cannon mode. After it charges to 100%, he does a big AoE attack, hits all your characters, and it would be enough to knock you out of the 7,000 or less HP quest. Speaking of parties, Galif is my last one to hit level 50, and he's at level 46. With the 10 daily quests a day and where he's currently at, I should be able to reach level 49 with him today, and tomorrow he will be level 50, and then I will have all characters level 50, well, until Snow comes out on whatever day that was. I didn't check the date. So there's that. Of course, I've also been working on getting all of my characters Crystal 50 as well. I've got, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22 characters left. That's not Crystal 50. I actually had someone ask me what's more important, level or crystal? And to give my honest answer, to answer this question, if the person is going to watch this video, after looking into it, honestly, I say crystal is more worth it than your actual level. Now, your base level does increase all of your stats each time that you level up, but it just increases the minimum, if that makes sense. And it does so little, and the actual level itself doesn't provide anything besides stats. Your crystal level is actually your abilities, how often you can use your abilities, augments, plus they also give stats, stuff like that. So having Crystal 50, I would say, is more important than having level 50. And honestly, I think Squex agrees with me in this. Not that I've talked to Squex myself, but getting level 50 is easy. Especially if, like right now, all of the daily quests have rewards times 2. That includes the experience that it yields as well. And of course, if you're using someone, like in this case, you see Lightning and Papalimo flashing EXP times 2. That's 4 times EXP. There's only a rare moment like this where you'll actually get double crystals. Crystals are meant to be harder to get because they're your actual abilities, or they're giving you extra abilities, or they're augmenting the abilities in some way. So for those starting out, each character has its own, pros and cons to how they're played. You just gotta know which characters are good at what and what scenarios. And there is a lot of characters. There is 48 characters right now, soon to be 49. That being said, that is a lot of information to keep hold of. And what does what, or I should say who does what. But for those starting out, just for the main duration, just pick your favorites. If you've ever played Final Fantasy before, and you're going through it, and you're not really into the end game yet, just pick your favorites. In my opinion, and also, if possible, focus on those who are released for the event, as far as, leveling them up and using them and trying to get their weapons, so on and so forth. And that being said, though, once the event is over, or as you guys know, I don't do the event all the way up to I think it's 1.5 million points. I usually only go to the 700 just for the armor tokens. Getting the extra, I think it's 3 draw tickets, doesn't seem worth it to me to continue to grind the event, just because it's tedious and not all other players are, decently good. Not saying that, I'm the best or whatnot. I'm definitely not. I'm a free-to-play person. I've never spent money on this game ever, and I never will. There's no point in spending money on this game. But, so if I was starting out right now, obviously I wouldn't have as nearly as many characters as I do now, and considering that Cyan, Papalimo, and Lightning's all Chapter 8, and I know Vincent's Chapter 6 or 7, but I think Hope is one that you get early, and if you do the event, you get Thyncrad, and I think Ystala is one that you get pretty early as well, or maybe she's from her own event. Not too sure on that one, I don't remember. But my main focus would be right now Thyncrad, or Hope if he is one of the early releases. And of course I would go do the Lost Chapters, get Squall and Vanille and Setzer, and and work on them after the event people, and just pick up who you can and start leveling them. I've had a lot of beginners who have recently joined ask, where do I start? As far as where do you start, pick up the event character, because they're not going to be around forever. If you don't get the event character, you have to wait until it becomes available again in the Lost Chapters. So pick them up. You don't have to necessarily do the event, especially if you're new and you're still learning whatnot. But at least complete all the way up to part 5. That way you can get the character and his 2 armor pieces and do an event draw and hopefully get a weapon for him. And then focus on story. Try to complete chapter 1 through 8 as quickly as possible. Once you get done with chapter 8, or you're getting stuck and you're having issues, focus on World Illusions. Try to get your Ifrit and Shiva up to level 20. If you're still having further issues after that, well, honestly, I don't know after that. Like I said, I've been playing this, in my other videos, I do believe I mentioned that I played since like day 3 of release. I got a notification that Squix came out with a new mobile game, and I've been playing it ever since. So whatever day they sent out the notification for Android users is when I started playing. I know it wasn't day 1, just because there's a lot of people who's already got a bunch of level 50s, and I'm just like, yeah, wow, okay. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm happy with where I'm at, and I've made a lot of progress, and I've made, you know, decently good amount of friends. And speaking of friends, if you have in real life friends, add them. You know, make sure you guys are working together as much as possible. If you use your friend in assist mode, they get Gil, and if they use you, you get Gil. Plus, it doesn't have to be in real life friends. It can be just really anybody who uses you. And the best way to get friends is through the event, and just finding random people when you do a quest is going to give you a list of people to take with you, and if you follow them, then they become your friend. So just work on that. The grind is really not that hard. It's just tedious and long. There is a lot of quests to do. Other than that, I don't think I can actually be any more of help without going into divulgence of each quest itself. And I'm not about to make a 7-day video because that is a lot of quests to do. I mean, I think chapter 1 has 30 quests, chapter 2 has like 40, chapter 3 has 40, chapter 4 I think has 50, and then chapter 5, 6, and 7 I think have 60, and then chapter 8 has like 65 quests or something like that. There's a lot of quests. So, but if anyone else who needs, you know, advice, what to do, a strategy that works, you know, hit me up on that personal quest, and I'll give you, you know, who I used, or, you know, if you want, send me a screenshot of what your characters are, what level they are, their weapons, so on and so forth, to where I can put together a team for you, and I could walk you basically step by step of what to do and how to do it, if you're having issues with a certain quest. But that's actually going to be it for now. There's not really much going on right now, but I will be making another recording when the snow event comes out, which will be on Monday. So let's see, that's 2 days. So I will make another video in 2 days. Before I sign off here, there is one thing I wanted to apologize for. Normally I upload all my videos of when new events come out, and the level 70 event boss of how to beat it, and what strategies work, what strategies don't, so on and so forth. I had made that video, but for whatever reason YouTube kept rejecting it, and so I had to just delete it. And so unfortunately I do not have the video anymore of the Thinecred event, going from start all the way to the event boss, plus my pulls for the event, and so on and so forth. So I apologize to you guys I'm really sorry. Something went wrong. I have no idea what. But I will do my best to continue uploading videos as much as possible. Anyways, you guys have a great night, and I will see you on Monday. And we will be working with snow. So yeah, snow in the middle of June. I guess it's Christmas in July, right? Sorry, that was a bad pun. Anyways, you guys have a great night. And make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Make sure you hit that little bell button next to subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I upload a video. And if you got any more questions or comments or anything at all, make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.